Hello viewers, in our previous lecture we have covered what is quantity, the difference between scalar and vector, examples of vector, representation of vector and different types of vector. So today we will continue from the dimension of vector. Vectors have two dimensions that are 2D and 3D. Here D stands for dimension. The vector which lies in x-axis and y-axis is the two-dimensional vector. These x-axis and y-axis are often called planes. So the 2D has two planes. On the other hand, 3D vector has three planes: x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Let me show you an example. If a point's coordinate is 2, 3, that means its abscissa is 2 and ordinate is 3. It means the point cuts 2 units from the x-axis and 3 units from the y-axis. Similarly, if a point is 4, 3, 2, that means in x-axis it cuts 4 units, 3 units from the y-unit and 2 units from the z-axis. In this real world, everything is three-dimensional, like this box. Here we are drawing a box. Here, in this box, the length is in the x-axis. Here, this is the breadth, which is parallel to y-axis, and this is the height, which is parallel to z-axis. Now, vector law. There are mainly three laws of vector. Number one, addition of vector. Number two, addition of more than two vector. And number three, laws of algebra. The laws of polygon and the subtraction of vectors are the two types of addition of more than two vectors. On the other hand, commutative law, associative law, and distributive law are the three types of laws of algebra. Now, the addition of vector. Vectors are to be drawn in such a way that vector is placed on the head of the previous vector. Suppose A, B, and C are 3 points, also vertices of a triangle. An object is moving from A to B, B to C, and another object is moving from A to C. Therefore, it can be written AB plus BC equals to AC. What if the sign is opposite, like this? Then the formula is AB plus BC plus CA equals to 0. Or you can write like this. As we know, AC equals to minus CA. AC equals to C minus A. So here A minus C. So AC equals to minus CA. So we can write AB plus BC equals to AC. This statement is basically the triangle law. Also, the formula dictates AC is the resultant of the side AB and BC. AB and BC. And the resultant is AC. Now, addition of more than two vectors. Number one, laws of polygon. If the two arms of a parallelogram acts as two vectors, then the diagonal between two arms will represent the resultant of the vector. Here, if the two sides are P and Q, then the resultant will be the diagonal R. So, resultant is the diagonal. Number two, subtraction of vector. Subtraction law is a kind of addition. Let me explain. If A equals to B plus C, then it can rewrite A minus B equals to C. Also, we can write A plus bracket minus B equals to C. Now, the last type of laws of vector is the laws of vector algebra. The commutative law. The commutative law is like an exchange. Like how A plus B equals to B plus A. It is like changing their position, nothing else. Associative law. It is like adding one and leaving another. Like if A plus B plus C, equals to leaving A and adding C inside the bracket. So we can say here adding one and leaving another. Now distributive law. Distributive law is distributing an element equally. So we can write here equally distribution like this. M into A plus B equals to MA plus MB. Here A and B is two vector and M is a scalar value. Now we will learn the law of parallelogram. When the parallelogram acts as two vectors, then the diagonal between these two arms represent the resultant of the vector. Suppose P and Q are the two sides, and the angle between these two sides is alpha. According to the law, the diagonal is R. OA equals to P, OB equals to Q, and OC equals to R. First, we will apply the Pythagorean theorem. To apply a Pythagorean theorem, we must consider a right angle triangle. So, we need to draw a perpendicular on the extension of OA. So, we are giving a name here D. If it is alpha, then angle CAD is also alpha. So here we can write from triangle CAD sin alpha equals to CD by AC. In a parallelogram, the two opposite sides are always equal. So OA equals to P and BC also equals to P. And AC equals to Q since OB equals to Q. So we can write sin alpha equals to CD by AC and cos alpha equals to AD by AC. So here we can write CD equals to AC sin alpha and AD equals to AC cos alpha. Now from triangle OCD we can write OC square equals to OD square plus CD square. Here OD equals to OA plus AD. Now OA plus, here we can write AD equals to AC cos alpha from here. So here a plus b whole square is applicable. So OA square plus 2 into OA into AC cos alpha plus AC square cos square alpha plus here we can write CD equals to AC square sin square alpha. We can also write OA square plus 2 into OA AC cos alpha plus AC square cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. As we know, cos square alpha plus sin square alpha equals to 1. So we can rewrite OC square equals to OA square plus 2 into OA into AC cos alpha plus AC square. Here OA equals to P, AC equals to Q, and OC equals to R. Therefore, R equals to root over P square plus 2PQ cos alpha plus Q square. So this is the resultant of the two sides P and Q. Now considering the angle of resultant is theta. Therefore, the direction of the resultant is tan theta equals to CD by OD. Here CD is AC sin alpha and OD equals to OA plus AD. Here AD stands for AC cos alpha from here. So we can write tan theta equals to AC means Q sin alpha by OA equals to P plus Q cos alpha. Therefore, theta equals to tan inverse Q sin alpha by P plus Q cos alpha. So, this formula is the angle of resultant. So R is the magnitude and theta is the direction of resultant. Now we will learn the three special cases. Number one, what if the direction is same like this? The direction is same means parallel to each other. Here the direction between these two objects P and Q is 0. The angle here is also 0. So R equals to root over P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos 0 degree. Here cos 0 degree equals to 1. Therefore, we can write p square plus q square plus 2pq into 1. So here the formula is p plus q whole square. Here the square and square root finish each other. So we can write r equals to p plus q. Here it is the maximum value of a resultant force. So we can write here r max. Number 2, if the direction is opposite, just like this. Here the direction is 180 degree. So here the formula is r equals to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos 180 degree. (180 degree) means minus 1. So we can write here p minus q whole square. That means p minus q equals to r. So this is the lowest value. So we can write here r minimum. The last and final one case is the direction is normal to another, just like this. So we can write here r equals to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos 90 degree. Cos 90 degree means 0. So we can write here p square plus q square plus 2pq into 0. So r equals to root over p square plus q square. This is basically like the Pythagorean theorem. Now pause the video and try this simple math yourself. Here a body is pulled towards east with 50 Newton force, then it is pulled towards the north with 20 Newton force, making an angle of 60 degree with east. Find the magnitude and direction of the resultant force. Here, first, we need to draw a map like this. Here it is north, south, west, and east. The direction is 60 degree and this force is 20 Newton, whereas this force is 50 Newton. So we can write here 50 Newton equals to P and 20 Newton equals to Q, and 60 Newton and 60 degree equals to alpha. Therefore, the resultant R equals to root over P square plus Q square plus 2 PQ cos alpha equals to P square means 50 square plus 20 square plus 2 into 50 into 20 into cos 60 degree. So the result is R equals to So the magnitude of resultant is 62.45 Newton. On the other hand, the direction of resultant tan theta equals to q sin alpha by p plus q cos alpha. Here q equals to 20 sin 60 degree plus 50 plus 20 cos 60 degree. So we can write here the value is approximately 288. Therefore, theta equals to tan inverse 0.288. So the direction of resultant is 16.066 degree. Now another simple math. Pause the video and try it yourself first. So here we go. If there is no current, a swimmer can swim with a velocity of 4 km per hour. In which direction the swimmer has to swim if he has to go from one side of a river to another side and exactly to the opposite point. Given that the river is flowing straight with a velocity of 2 km per hour. Here given the current U equals to 2 km per hour. If the bank of opposite side is like this and the target is to reach the opposite straight, then the direction of resultant is 90 degree. And considering the swimmer has to swim at alpha degree. Here also given the velocity of boat is 4 km per hour. We know tan theta equals to V sin alpha by U plus V cos alpha. So therefore V equals to 4 sin alpha by 2 plus 4 cos alpha. So here tan alpha equals to tan 90 means 1 by 0 equals to 4 sin alpha by 2 plus 4 cos alpha. By applying the cross product, we can write 2 plus 4 cos alpha equals to 0. So 4 cos alpha equals to minus 2 and cos alpha equals to minus 2 by 4. Therefore, alpha equals to cos inverse minus half. So alpha equals to cos inverse cos 120 degree. We know the value of cos 120 degree is minus half. So alpha equals to 120 degree. So the conclusion is the swimmer must swim at 120 degree with the angle of the current towards the opposite bank. Here is your task for tomorrow. Now give a shot, and there is nothing to be ashamed if you are unable to solve this problem. However, we will continue from this task in the the upcoming content. Till then, good luck.